They said a dream is just a dream, but promise me you won't forget to dream me up where we're supposed to be. The world's gone dark, but I want you to be light.
Just need to wait for my tram. 2 more minutes waiting out here. It's cold. It's wet. It's one of those days, you know. It's cold and it's raining, and normally this is not the typical kind of weather I like, but there's a certain beauty in it. A certain beauty about the rain, the reflections on the pavements and the colours and the way that life just continues going on.
To the song, let's dream.
They actually shut down the shop. This whole block, in fact, it's not just Manor. They also, Apple used to be part of this block as well, and they've relocated. And they shut down this entire building because I think the owner wants to turn it into some sort of offices or something. I just hope they don't knock down the building because it's so beautiful.
And when it's dark, I'll be back with the sun.
I mean, they look exactly the same. Right, and I mean, why can't they just have a common standard, you know, for cell phones? If you're going to invent a new format like USB-C, surely you can just use, you know, the same format. I think I know what the difference is, right? So if you have a look, right, you can see that this one here, just get into focus. This one here, this is the Samsung one. It's much thicker, and the Huawei one is much thinner. So what I suspect is that there's some sort of conversion process that goes through the phone, so it's converted from digital to analog with this this system with Samsung, while the Huawei one is just a pass-through. Can you see that? Can you see this? There? Is it too close? It's a Huawei, right? And apparently Huawei's don't work with Samsungs. These Huawei USB-C adapters for the headphones don't work. Bloody annoying, I wasted so much money on this. Actually, yesterday I had a really, really interesting meeting with this body language expert, this guy who kind of specializes in body languages. His name's Marcus. And I've got to say, it was really, really cool. And it's an area I'm naturally very interested in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the top 3 things that he taught me during that meeting.
When you see, for instance, when you watch a customer and your customer is always interested, so you're always leaning forward and explaining things and everything, and then at one point you say something and the customer goes backwards, turns backwards, and it's like this.
Yes, I know this one. Yeah.
And then this one, and then you realize there's something wrong. So let's say this is something you want to sell. This is your information, and what you can do is normally you're really nice and you show your information to your customer.
Okay.
But this time when your customer is really like this and is leaning backward, then what do? You show this really nice thing, you turn it to the customer, but you don't put it in front of your customer, you put it a bit more aside, like this.
Okay.
So what happens, your customer cannot read this anymore, but he's curious. So what they need to do, they need to lean forward, and because this is not really comfortable, they might open up.
I see.
And now this is the point where you have your customer back on the table.
Okay.
And then you have another chance. First of all, make sure you have the same
like eye level, or
the same level that they feel comfortable with.
so not someone look. So not like there. Not well. Your hand needs to. I mean, is there any? What happens if you're above or below? I mean, what's
you above or below? The higher you get, the more the ankle is, the more threatening you look.
Yes.
And this is the problem, because you don't feel comfortable, because somebody is like huge and you look up to him, it's not really a comfortable position.
Yeah, that's right.
What I normally do is, when I'm sitting, I'm standing up.
Okay.
To be on the same level again. And this is really small things, but it matters. try to show to do the pacing, like to display the same body language they have, and then you can lead them.
Okay.
So, for instance, if you are faced with somebody in a meeting and he has his arms like this, you can do the same.
Okay.
You just mirror. You just mirror.
Yeah. So you just do so mirror the person.
Mirror the person,
Okay.
and then when you mirror the person, it's like sympathy happens. It's like I'm like you.
Yeah, so that was the body language expert, and I thought he was really, really interesting. I found it really useful, and I'm certainly going to use some of those tips that he gave me. If you like this video, please don't forget to follow me, or write a comment in the comments below. You can do that as well. Thanks for watching.